Hello everyone and welcome to the Void Between Reality and the Land of Hackin' Nerds. My name is Brian, aka Here the Void, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Beast Wars Mutants, Poisonbite and Razorclaw. And yeah, these are some weird ones. I felt like talking about something a little goofy today, so yeah, here these guys are. These guys are going to need some explanation, though. We're going to have a little bit of toy history here. So, these guys were from the fifth and final wave of the Beast Wars toy line, where they kind of got to the point at this junction in the Beast Wars toys where they ran out of animals. And didn't really know what the heck to do for the last couple waves. So they basically came up with the concept of the Fusors, which were mashups of two different animals. So basically they're like, okay, we ran out of animals, so let's come up with this idea where we take one cool animal and another really cool animal and smash them together, call them Fusors, and through the magic of lazy writing and toy development, we will create something to sell. So these guys are technically Fusors. However, they were infected with Megatron's anti-conversion virus, which instead of making it so they were trapped in robot mode and couldn't conform or transform, they were stuck, or the robots were stuck between two animals, and they tried to live mostly an organic lifestyle. They were only shown in the comics when it comes to the lore. But then we go into what these toys actually are. Now, around the same time as the tail end of Beast Wars, there was another toy line that had come out for Transformers. It was called Animorphs, based off of the book and the TV show of the same name. If you know anything about Transformers, you know that Animorphs is one of, if not the worst toy lines Transformers has ever done. Next to Titanium, all of them are hot garbage. If you go to any Transformers channel who does toy history, you will know that they are considered the worst of the worst because they had to transform from a kid to an animal. So you had eagles with jeans, bears with like vests and sweaters, and it was terrible. So these guys are from a canceled subline of the Animorphs toy line, where it was going to show it was going to be a transformation between two animals, and then you could lift up some panels to see the kid sandwiched in between. And so they're like, crap, we have to use these molds. What do we do? Okay, just make it so there's a robot stuck between. We can run with some of the existing lore. Just get these toys out the door. And that's where these two came in. There are two other mutants. There's Soundwave, who turns between like an alligator and a bat. But you will never see me owning that figure or even looking for that figure because it is a notorious sufferer of gold plastic syndrome. And I don't feel like picking up the bits of 30-year-old shattered plastic. I hope you understand. And the other one was Polar Claw, who transforms from a snowy eagle, or yeah, is it a snowy eagle? Yeah, snowy eagle. Snowy owl, Brian. Jeez. Snowy owl. And a polar bear. I don't have that one. I am looking for that one. So hopefully I can have that in my collection, and I will definitely do a video when I get it. So these guys, this is a barracuda that turns into a scorpion, and this is a wolverine that turns into a raptor. So yeah, there's no real robot mode. So I guess I'll just go through the 2 modes I have here, and then we'll go to transformation to the other modes. Then I'll talk about those, and then go transformation back into these modes, which I do display them in. I don't know which modes they were packaged in, so excuse me there. So we'll start with Poisonbite because he's the easiest of the 2 to show off. One thing you might notice throughout the transformation is he does have old man joints because he's 30 years old, and I got him secondhand, so he is a bit of an old man when it comes to his ball joints. I can probably fix those with some pledge, but I don't really want to screw around with it because I'm afraid I'd break it, seeing as he's that old. So he can open and close his mouth, sort of, kind of. Head likes to come undone. And he's got fins back here. And yeah, there's really not a lot to say about Poisonbite in this mode. He's a fish. What can you do? Now we'll go over to Razorclaw. And he is a Wolverine that turns into a raptor, as I said. And, yeah, last time I checked, Wolverines weren't green. Nor did they have scale detail or obvious raptor claws. Or long, gangly arms. Can you see where Animorphs was terrible? Can you see where they were absolute, pure, and utter hot garbage? So the person who was in charge of painting these, I don't remember their name, but he said, admittedly, he kind of screwed up with this figure by making it all green, because while it will look good in the Raptor mode, it does not look good in the Wolverine mode. I guess even though I like the Raptor mode more, I think every once in a while I'll just change these guys up, and that's the mode I'll display them on. And this is the mode I'm displaying it in right now. We're actually going to start with him for transformation. So first things first, we're going to straighten out the legs and fold them around like that, and just have them out to the side for now. Then we're going to come down here and take this whole section and slide that out, which will reveal the raptor head. And then that's going to go like that. Then we're going to take the tail, swing this out. We're going to push or pull this section out like that so that we can turn it from the bushy Wolverine tail to the raptor tail. Then we're going to turn this around and actually push this part out first. Fold this in, and then we can connect that. And then we can spin this around. Okay. And, oh no, I did have that on the right. I had that for the Wolverine mode. Okay. So just make sure this section is out, and you'll see the more scaly details here. Then fold that out, fold that down. Then we're going to fold the arms around like so, and take these, the Wolverine legs, and just fold them down and in like that. And then the tail likes to come out. Then we can fold the raptor head out. And there you go. There he is in his raptor mode. Yeah, there's the raptor mode. And now we'll go to this guy because he is a little harder to do. And I'm honestly, this might be one of the last times I transform him. So first things first, we're going to take the fins, which are going to become the scorpion legs, and just fold them out. Then we're going to unpeg the head and then kind of open him like a flower, like so. Then we're going to split the head, because these are going to become the scorpion pincers. And that head likes to come undone. That's the scorpion head. So we'll take this part out and then fold out the scorpion head, fold in this fin, and then fold that section back. Just kind of splay the arms out like this. Then we can take the scorpion legs and fold them out. Just get the arms out. And there's a peg hole here and the tab there. And we're just going to swing that around. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. And just peg that in like that. Same on the other side. Just kind of get these little claws out of the way. And fold them in like that. And that's going to peg in there. And then you just kind of get all of that situated. And again, I have old man joints on my copy, so he's not going to stand all that well. And then just kind of finagle everything so you can get him up on the bug legs. Sometimes easier said than done because these like to unpeg. You just get everything turned around like that and like that. What you're supposed to do is take the fins and cover the eyes. But again, on this side, I have kind of old man joints, so it really doesn't work. And to the best of my abilities, there he is in scorpion mode. You can fold his tail up a little bit. The scorpion mode, it's not great. So first, I just want to show you where the robot parts are. So on Razorclaw here, you can fold up his sort of eye panel here, and there is his more sort of insectoid-like robot head. And then for Poisonbite here, you can push down his scorpion stinger. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. And there's this robot mode head in there. And also on this side, you can open that panel and there's this little piston in there. He doesn't have that sort of feature, the robot mode part. But yeah, there are Poisonbite in his scorpion mode and Poisonbite in his scorpion mode and Razorclaw in his raptor mode. I do really like the raptor mode. The raptor mode looks great. Now I don't remember raptors in green anyway, but I guess it kind of works. The scaliness and whatnot. And his arms do kind of move around just a little bit. But yeah, there they are in their in their other mode. Yeah, he's kind of a mess because of the old man joints. So we'll go with him first to go back into his other mode. I'm going to turn these out, swing them around. Then we're going to take the Wolverine legs and fold them out. Fold the raptor claws back. Fold the head back. And then fold these around like so and like so. Then we'll take the tail, spin the tail around, pull this section out, flip it around. A little easier said than done, just to get that raptor tail. Come on, why don't you want to cooperate today? There you go. And we can turn that around for transformation. Then we're going to take this and just fold that out. Then we're going to take the whole section here, and the raptor claw and head are going to slide through this hole. And just make sure that goes down like that. And then just position the claws like that. And like that. And turn that around. And that around. And then just kind of reposition the legs. And there you go. There he is back in Wolverine mode. Now for this thing, getting him back into fish mode is not fun. Because you have to finagle so many different things. So first we're going to transform the scorpion legs and just unpeg them and swing them back. Like so and like so. And then fold the scorpion tail back down. Fold out that fin and just push that in as far as it'll go. Then fold in the scorpion head, like that and like that. Then we're going to come, make sure these claws are pointed back and collapse in the body. Then you can take the scorpion legs and position them so that the colored bits are facing out. And then these will tab together on pegs here and pins there, or pegs there, I should say. And getting these guys to behave is not the easiest thing in the world. Come on, there you go. Then we can take this, or the what were the scorpion claws, and we can collapse them together and they will peg in on the top and bottom jaws. I said, there you go. Then we just kind of finagle this in and up like that. Then take this panel and that will connect to the head. And there you go. There he is back in his Barracuda mode. I'm burning Razorclaw for the final thoughts on the figures. They're weird. They're not necessarily very good. The engineering isn't great, but I love them because they're misfits and remnants from terrible toy lines, and I kind of like misfit toys. I kind of like toys that might not be the greatest, but they're charming in how bad they are. Would I recommend them? You can find them for like $10 maybe. Like, don't spend too much on these if you absolutely have to have them. But yeah, there you go. There is your Beast Wars Mutants, Poisonbite, and Razorclaw. I am asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my links down below for all the places you can find me and support me. Just a reminder that we are getting up to the wire, or up closer to Maryland Toy Expo, which I will be attending. It is an amazing vintage toy expo that has so many amazing vendors and so many amazing vintage toys. If you can think of it, it's probably there. It is an absolutely amazing time, such a fun time. And you might have the chance to meet your favorite toy reviewing autistic nerd. And said toy reviewing autistic nerd will be handing out crisp high fives and the manliest of hugs. So feel free to approach me and give me the validation that I so desperately need. And yeah, until next, please remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next time.